Sauce! What is going on, Jet fans? Matt O'Leary back again. Second day in a row. We got a breaking news video coming at you. Sauce Gardner and the New York Jets have agreed on a 4-year, $120.4 million contract extension. That is $30.1 million per year. A slight tick higher than Derek Stingley's contract. Stingley got 3 for $90, so $30 million per year. Over 3 years, you get the extra year with Sauce, which I was hoping for 4 for $120. That's right where I was at. I thought both Sauce and Garrett would get right around 4 for $120. Garrett gets a little bit more, right? 4 for $130, but Sauce gets 4 for $120.4, $30.1 million per year. Like Garrett Wilson, his contract will kick in at the end of his rookie deal. So like Garrett, you got 6 more years of Sauce Gardner. The New York Jets are keeping their core pieces from that 2022 NFL draft together. Oh, things you just absolutely love to see. They had 3 picks in the first round. They initially started with 2, then they traded up. Sauce Gardner pick 4, Garrett Wilson pick 10. At pick 4, you land Sauce Gardner. He is a 2-time first-team All-Pro, the only one to start his career with 2 first-team All-Pros at the cornerback position. A star in every sense of the word. I know, like, some fans are like, sorry, let me slow down a second here. Garrett Wilson had like a 99% approval rating on the contract. That's not going to happen with Sauce Gardner. There's still a lot of people who are like, oh, wait another year to pay Sauce Gardner. Well, the reason why that is because last year he had a down year, and a down year to his standard. His down year was still a close to top 10, I would say top 10 corner season in the NFL. The missed tackle rate was high, 17.5%. Had the bad one against Arizona that we talked about. But, I mean, the numbers on the season as a whole, 53.2 reception percentage is good. 391 yards, under 400 yards again allowed. 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 7 PBUs, a 79.3 passer rating against. Impressive. That's a really, really, really good look at what Sauce Gardner is for this team. That is going to be the top of the barrel for just about any corner in the league. And like, we're isolating the early start to his year 3, where against Tennessee, he wasn't good against Tennessee. He had 97 yards allowed, and like, that was it. Other than that, in the second half of the year, you saw, first 2 years, Sauce Gardner. He's a leader on this team. Like Garrett Wilson, he said that he wants to be a New York Jet. Are you betting on the 7-game sample to start 2024, or are you betting on the first 2 years with him being an All-Pro? The Jets are betting on the first 2 years of him being an All-Pro. And by the way, his now head football coach was a very good cornerback in this league for a really freaking long time. So I'm betting on the Sauce Gardner ascension. This is, again, more than one fair contract value, $30 million. You knew that he was going to get pretty much what Derek Stingley got. The market blew up once you had J.C. Horn and Derek Stingley sign. So Sauce beats that by a little bit, gets the extra $0.1 million AAV on the contract. And this is a good piece of business for the Jets with both of these guys. I'm going to loop them together again, and they deserve this because they were drafted together in 2022, and now they are extended a day apart from each other. Garrett Wilson yesterday, Sauce Gardner today. This is the future of the New York Jets. It's Garrett Wilson and Sauce Gardner. And, the Jets did pay Darrelle Revis, but unfortunately they had to trade him away, and then they bring him back, and, we know the whole story. Sauce Gardner, you're hoping, is another long-term Jet, right? He plays is a Jet for life, like Garrett Wilson, and those two guys are hoping are Ring of Honor Jets. And this doesn't happen. I'm repeating myself from yesterday, but the Jets don't often draft these star players. At least during this, 15-year playoff drought, there's been a lot of swings and misses. There's been a lot of guys that they've drafted in the first round that they've ended up trading away or not signing or out of the league. And you find 2 in the same draft in 2022, and you knock it out of the park with Sauce Gardner and Garrett Wilson. I am incredibly excited to watch him this year. I think he is in for a big season. He's been adding muscle this year. I think Aaron Glenn is going to use him, and Steve Wilkes going to use him more as a man cover corner instead of, playing zone like he did the first 3 years in the league. This is a system where he should thrive, and that is exciting. And the Jets have come in, Darren Muji, Aaron Glenn from day one. They want to keep their good young players. They signed Jamie and Sherwood. They signed Garrett Wilson. They signed Sauce Gardner. What else could you possibly ask for? You have Sauce signed through the prime of his career. This is it. This is when he's going to be playing his best football. Like I said yesterday with Garrett, it's not like you're paying, you get the free agency and you're throwing a stupid money at a 28-year-old corner. It's not signing Tremaine Johnson to that contract in 2019. It's very, very, very different this year with what the Jets are doing with Sauce Gardner, and they find talent through the draft, develop that talent, pay that talent. That's how good teams operate. And it's an exciting time to be a Jet fan, man. I am amped up for training camp. Both Garrett Wilson and Sauce Gardner get done before training camp. They should do a joint press conference as the future of the New York Jets. Get hyped, Jet fans. I'm Matt O'Leary. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll talk to you next time.